It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trailblazers going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, for the Grizzlies, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. Kenny, I'll tell you what. We've already seen some big matchups to start this season. It's very early.
Yes.
But in the real world, how soon do you start thinking about playoff ramifications?
Oh, you start thinking about playoffs from day one.
Oh,
the end
come
goal
on.
is always some.
But you're not thinking about
it's
where you
always
are. Hey,
somewhere in
right
your
now
mind.
we'd play these guys.
Yes,
you know.
always. I look at them in 5-game blocks. I would be like, hey, man, in these 5 games, we need to be here for the playoffs. After these 5, we need to be here. Because that's, if you don't, it could get out of control and out of your control.
I can tell just from his reaction of shaking his head that he's not buying what you're selling.
Don't listen to that jibber-jabber, Ernie. You focus on one game at a time. The rest will just take care of itself.
One game
So
at
you
a
go
time.
less than I do.
One game at a time,
I went
take care of
5-game
itself.
blocks. You went
And then if you
one
need
game
to
at a
make an
time.
adjustment, you don't wait. You just
When
make
did you
the
think
adjustment.
about playoffs, though?
When playoff time came around?
So not like early on in the season you weren't thinking playoffs
man.
like Kenny was.
Can't control the future. Only I can.
It didn't work that time. Nothing showed up in your hand.
Nothing.
It doesn't always work that way. What do you think this is, some video game? Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We are live from Portland, Oregon for a Western Conference contest with the Trailblazers. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And it's another road game for the Grizzlies. After dropping the first 3 games of the season, they need to turn it around.
And for the Grizzlies, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, but there's still plenty of time for them to recover, but they have to show signs of improvement soon.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh's C.J. McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay. And Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says his time has come.
It certainly has, DA. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting 2-guard spot with great confidence. And in these early stages, Chris, of the season, how quickly do you start to get a sense of where your team stands and how good they can be, or how bad they might be?
I would say that first 20 games is a really good kind of litmus test. Gives you a pretty good gauge to see where your team is. You're going to get to play against teams from both conferences. You have some really good teams and bad teams in that mix. So you kind of see how you play in all situations. Those first 20 games, you establish who you are.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Memphis. Parsons on the outside at 3 with Green at power forward. Conley out there with Tyreek Evans. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a wide open look for McCollum. He drains the quick shot.
Great timing from McCollum. Outstanding at filling out the D and burning them with a catch and shoot jam.
Conley kicks to Evans. Back to Conley. And it's sent back by Lillard. They retain possession. Parsons' shot is off. On defense, the Grizzlies, they couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
And did you notice how each miss fired up the crowd even more? It became a vicious cycle.
Here's Gasol after Ed Davis's score. Lillard outside. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Back to Evans. Stolen by McCollum. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Nobody near Lillard. They get it back. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one-and-done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
And that one misses. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Evans. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to Lillard. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Portland again with the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Conley kicks to Green. Evans outside. He dishes it to Gasol. Conley with the 3. And Harkless pulls it down.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
Kicks to Lillard. Green against Davis. Passes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Davis sets a screen. Shot off the pick. The shot by Harkless, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Good D by Gasol.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
To the paint and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. Left block shot on the way. Harkless with the bucket. Harkless has got his second basket of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside Conley. And it's Evans in the corner. Tries again. And Green with the lay-in. Green's got his first basket.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Back to Conley. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal. Stolen by Michael Conley. Left side Parsons. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, it's sad when you're aggressive enough to draw the fouls, but just not enough touch to cash in at the line.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Going against a conference opponent, one that outplayed them head-to-head last season, a chance for payback.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Evans passes to Gasol. Conley sets a screen for Gasol. Pass to Green. Here's Parsons. That one, no good. Good D by McCollum. Harkless kicks to Nurkic. That one goes. Count it.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Conley dishes to Parsons. The pass to Gasol. Back to Parsons. Gasol inside. Working on Nurkic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Nurkic can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 10.
And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. I mean, you see that in Memphis, that their key players being Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done.
And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through. And that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West.
Throw good. Parsons. It's interesting to see the impact of technology on the game, too. I heard LeBron James. A lot of players now review footage on a tablet when they check out their play.
Well, yeah, you know, back in the older days, a lot of us went to the locker room and you would go in the room and watch it on video. So it's the same type premise. It's just that, you know, technology is better today. I mean, every guy wants to do it. You want to know what you're doing well, what you're doing wrong. You're all a coach on the floor. You're the quarterback, and LeBron especially is the quarterback of his offense. So it doesn't surprise me before that he's studying tape.
McCollum against Evans. Pass to Conley. Shoots over Lillard. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his first bucket of the night.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Another miss by Nurkic.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Well, a max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they've needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Throw good. Parsons. We talk about young players improving their game a lot, but Chris, which veterans in the league have impressed you with their ability to change and adapt their game as they get older?
Well, Paul Millsap, I think he's been under the radar and underrated for the last 2, 3, 4 years. He's been the best post player offensively on the post, in my opinion. And I think his game is overlooked, and he's a veteran that continually gets better. And then other guys that add different parts to their game, like Marc Gasol, being able to step out and hit threes. He's a former defensive player of the year, being able to expand his game on the offensive end. You have to love guys that have the mentality that they can always improve like these two.
Now here's Lillard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Davis. Here's McCollum. The shot, no good. Evans with some nice D. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And Nurkic, the first player, Chris, in over 30 years to record a game with 28 points, 20 rebounds, 8 assists, and 6 blocks.
Yeah, he lit up the Sixers that night in the win for the Blazers. His hot start ignited Nurkic fever in Portland and helped propel them back into that playoff hunt.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Collins checked in for Davis. Turner comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Napier in for Lillard. And both free throws good for Nurkic. And the Blazers with 3 first-round picks under their control this last summer. That's where you want to be.
Definitely. Picks 15, 20, and 26 in a strong draft class. That could really help reinforce a roster.
Now here's Wright. And here is Chalmers. Misses off the left iron. Aminu with it. Collins dishes to Nurkic. There's the feed to Aminu. Here's Napier, defended by Chalmers. Portland no good that time either. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Wright.
I love that decision-making right there. Great pass ahead to set the score up.
Screen by Nurkic. Outside Turner. There's the dish to Aminu. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And McLemore kicks to Wright. To the paint. Here's Davis. That's tipped. And Wright throws it down hard. And here are the Trailblazers now. Screen by Nurkic. Napier kicks to Collins. Now here's Aminu. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Nurkic. Over Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis with some nice D. Now here's Ennis. He's covered by Aminu. Back to Ennis from the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Napier passes to Aminu. He kicks to Napier. Screen by Nurkic. Napier dishes to Turner. Feeds it to Aminu. Passes it to Nurkic. Here's Napier. They get it again. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Collins has got his first 2 points of the night.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Portland, 3rd best record here in the early going. And of course, there's the Grizzlies. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Yeah, but we all know it's completely different going from the preseason to the regular season. They aren't the same. But it's still disappointing considering how well they played in the preseason and how poorly they have performed to start this season.
McLemore, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. Outside Turner. He dishes it to Napier. Blocked. And he recovers it. They recover it. Collins, good.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Chalmers against Turner. Ennis in the corner. Right side. That one, no good. It's stolen by McLemore. To the paint, it's deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Swanigan's checked in. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Napier kicks to Aminu. To the middle. Down it goes. Nice one there from Swanigan.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now here's Chalmers. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot to end this cold run. And so it's Portland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They balled out to an early lead.
So on the floor for Memphis. Ennis out there with Brandon Wright. Then it's Ben McLemore. Then it's Fresh. And it's Davis in at the center filling out the middle.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the small lead that they built. They really captured the momentum.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Aminu misses. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Napier kicks to Turner. Here's Napier, defended by Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 9. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Right, the pass to Davis. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Turner kicks to Collins. Turner with the screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Second, the Grizzlies.
It's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now Chalmers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Kicks to McLemore. Shoots over Turner. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Napier. Tries a 3. And Wright pulls it down.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's McLemore. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Turner dishes to Collins. To the left wing. Here's Napier. Shot to end this cold run, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And McLemore kicks to Chalmers. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Chris, so many of us involved with the NBA, either as broadcasters or players, had a moment where they just knew that this was the game for us. Did you ever have that moment? And if so, Chris, when did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Wow, that's a great question, Kev. You know what? I have so many signature moments in my life that continually made me fall in love. I don't know if there's just one. You know, I remember, for instance, Isaiah Thomas, after he won the All-Star game, I believe it was like 86, 87, and after he had his mom come up and his mom did the interview with him, and I was there with my mom, and I remember thinking to myself, man, that would be a cool moment. Or watching Magic Johnson hoist up a championship because he was from Michigan, and I had followed his career the whole time, and so watching him win a championship. Or how about those great Magic Johnson, Larry Bird commercials back when they got out of the limo and were looking at each other, you know, that type of stuff. So, man, so many great moments, man. I can't pick one, but there's so many great moments.
Great moments indeed. And so Chalmers nails both of them.
Well, the Blazers' offense is based on flow and movement. A lot of screens off the ball, creating openings for their shooters.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, trying to get back on track, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Blazers, one of the better offensive teams in the league, very unpredictable.
Well, they keep the defense moving and reacting. They keep the weak side occupied, not stagnant, with a lot of isolation or post-ups.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Offensive rebound. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lillard against Chalmers. Baseline jumper. And that one goes long.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
And the pass to Gasol. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Gasol's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Beyond the arc. And it's Lillard again missing.
You can't fault him for taking the 3 when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
Chalmers' shot is no good. For Portland, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Parsons passes to Gasol. Back to Parsons, expanding his range. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Now here's Harkless. 6 points for him. They set the pick. And Lillard kicks to Davis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
2.
Ed Davis out of North Carolina, the 10th pick back in the 2010 draft.
Yeah, now 6'10", a little undersized for the center position, but he finds a way to get it done. A strong rebounder, and he knows how to finish at the rim.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. Michael Conley, he's checked in for fresh. He's off on the second. And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg, 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
Oh, Lillard's so solid at moving the ball. When one of his guys has a clean look, he quickly gets it to him.
Conley dishes to Green. And JaMychal Green, and drafted out of Alabama, played a few seasons in the D-League, Greg, but in his 3rd season, a full-time starter in the league with Memphis.
And the Grizzlies like his ability to space the floor from that power forward position. It shows you where the game is going. Face-up skills and mobility coveted at that 4 spot.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, we talk so much about what it's like on the floor, Chris, but I wonder what it was like off the floor when you were on the bench watching the team play and what was going through your head and mind. What did you and your teammates talk about as you were on the bench taking a rest and watching the game go on?
It depends on which game. You know, if you're in L.A. and you see, Eddie Murphy and Rihanna walk in, you're going to say, hey, look at Beyonce and Jay over there. Or, if you're watching a great play and you see a guy dunk on your teammate, you're not going to get too excited, but you're going to whisper to your teammate, man, did you see that? That's crazy. Or, you're pumping up guys because they've been working so hard in practice, and it's a guy who's getting his first time to kind of get in and get a good run. So you're cheering him on. And so being on the bench, it's a lot of fun. You have to stay focused and ready to re-enter the game. But part of that job on the bench is to keep the energy of the bench, and that's to keep guys encouraged, to be loose, to have fun. And so it's a lot of fun being on the bench. And more fun when you're winning than losing, but a lot of fun being on the bench encouraged.
Here's Conley following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Here's Lillard. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Here's the screen. Harkless the pass to Swanigan over Gasol.
I tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Two shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
Nurkic checked in for Swanigan. And both free throws good for Davis. And Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their players.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity, but you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and roll. The era of a post-up centric basketball team doesn't seem to be in the future.
Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Lillard outside. Dishes it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. McCollum outside. Shot from the top of the key. And it comes off the front of the rim For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. The drive by Green. Chalk up 2 there. Green's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. And for Portland, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And stolen by Parsons. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Damian Lillard. 6th in free throw percentage and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. That one is off.
Well, the Blazers were the surprise team of the 2016 playoffs, an unproven squad making it all the way to the Western Conference semis. And from that standpoint, last season had to be viewed as a disappointment.
Good on the second free throw. And a lot of things just broke right for the Blazers in 2016. Other teams underachieved or were injured.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I mean, these guys have had big trades, losing an all-star like an Aldridge, losing other guys, a Batum, some of their main core guys. It's hard to keep going forward. And so now it's just about continual patience, giving this group time to figure it out.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
For Portland, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
One shot.
Free throw good. Nurkic. And Damian Lillard said he's committed to finishing his career in Portland, title or not. He's invested in this franchise.
Well, team first, though. That helps all the players buy in. And new additions have to fall in line with the example he set. He said the culture won't change because he won't allow it to happen.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play. So it'll be Marcus Sol shooting. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
Falls for Marc Gasol. And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Evans, a screen on Lillard. And it's Conley penetrating. And the wide open shot from Evans. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. Davis kicks to Lillard. But 3 drills it from outside. Lillard's got 7.
Lillard is a knockdown sniper. He shoots an excellent percentage from the perimeter.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Back to Conley. Over Lillard. Green passes to Evans. Nurkic with the block. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball. Here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Tyreek Evans is second. Fourth, C.J. McCollum.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
And how are they doing it? A collective team effort on D. They are as active on that side of the floor as they are on offense.
He's off on the first. So for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Turner comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Davis is checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Green. Ennis, he's checked in for Parsons. And McLemore subbed in for Evans. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Memphis leading. Ennis kicks to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got his third basket of the night right there.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, David Fizdale was one of the most respected assistant coaches in the league before he took over in Memphis last season. He spent 8 seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played for him. LeBron said he has every quality that would fit a head coach. He's confident in his ability. A great learner, a great communicator. So it was great to see him get the nod, and he's proven so far why he's capable of the job. Kevin?
And an endorsement from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thanks so much. Now here's Harkless. 8 points for him. They get the rebound. Here's Napier. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Napier's got 4 points in the quarter. 59 seconds left in the first half. Wright outside. There's McLemore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
Grizzlies have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the first one drops. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
He's upset he missed on a chance to give them the lead, but he evens things up.
Deflects the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
And here is Harkless. He's got 8.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Conley dishes to McLemore. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. On the wing, Turner. Here's the screen. Now the feed to Aminu. With 1 on the clock. And the shot no good. A bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, it's been a grinded-out game. What have you seen from your team so far?
Well, we're competing. You know, neither team's really shooting the ball that well, but both teams are playing hard.
Energy always leads to good results. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Checking out the Trailblazers. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass cleaned.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
High above downtown Portland, you get the great idea of the beauty of the city, folks. Welcome back, everyone, to the Pacific Northwest. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Mo Harkless really making a difference here.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Oh, this is like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
The Grizzlies shooting 43% from the field. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Harkless is out there with Davis, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Tyreke Evans has always been a productive player when he's been on the floor. He can initiate the offense and step, it seems, into any spot on the perimeter, but he's been dealing, Chris, with injuries that have kept him from doing what he does best the past few seasons.
Yeah, hopefully he can avoid the injury bug going forward, Kevin. I mean, Evans has never been able to play 80 games in a season. It's a shame because you just see how productive he is when healthy.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good. Tyreke Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans. Portland trailing here. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. There's a good screen. The dish now to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Over Gasol. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Nurkic has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Evans passes to Parsons. He kicks it to Green. Evans outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 9 points for Tyreke Evans.
And Evans excels at using his muscle and speed going to the rim. Knows how to score despite getting hit.
Now here's Lillard. Harkless kicks to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Good work defensively by Conley. Lillard's gone just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Parsons. Trailblazers trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Harkless. Guarded by Green. Passes it to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good. Nurkic has got 11 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Conley against Lillard. Conley dishes to Gasol. And it's Conley penetrating. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Conley's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Outside, Davis. Feeds to Nurkic. It's rebounded by Memphis. Evans with it. 9 points in the game so far. And it's sent back by Lillard. Stolen by Conley. Green kicks to Conley. Kicks it out to Parsons. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Conley against Lillard. Davis sets a screen. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Over Gasol. And too long on the shot.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Conley, the pass to Evans. Back to Conley. Over Lillard. And Parsons kicks to Evans. Trying his luck deep. Parsons missing again. Trailblazers trail by 7. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Evans goes in, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Portland.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Elbow. 2.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Swanigan, he's checked in for Davis. Fresh is checked in for Memphis. That one misses. And this motion offense of Terry Stotts, a great fit for the roster of the Blazers.
Well, he's a coach who builds his system around his talent, not the other way around. Great firepower, especially in the backcourt. He's done a great job of exploiting.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Damian Lillard. Outside Gasol. He dishes it to Parsons. To the paint, they kick it out to Green. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Chalmers has got 3 assists now in this one. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. McCollum with the screen for Lillard. kicks it to McCollum from deep three-point range. Again, McCollum missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Here's Harkless following the score by Memphis. Nurkic setting the pick for Harkless. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Evans kicks to Gasol. Parsons outside. Chalmers against Lillard. Back to Parsons. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's McCollum with the drive. No dice from the high post.
He's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
He gets it in there. 12 points for Tyreke Evans.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
Screen by Nurkic. Pass to Swanigan from 11 feet away. A shot off that time, and it's Memphis the other way. Evans kicks to Gasol.
And there aren't too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Nurkic. Aminu comes in for Harkless. Evan Turner, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Wright's checked in for Green. Ennis comes in for Chandler Parsons. And McLemore subbed in for Tyreke Evans.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Deontay Davis is checked in for the Grizzlies. And we take a look here at the shot chart for the Trailblazers.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
Napier kicks to Aminu. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Now, here's Chalmers. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Napier, defended by Chalmers. Floats one, got a piece of it. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closer, and Davis can't get it to go.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Collins dishes to Napier. There's the pass to Swanigan. And Aminu kicks to Turner. To the wing right side. Napier. The Trailblazers rebound.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
And it's Wright missing. Trailblazers trail by 13. Napier passes to Turner, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. They set the screen, and Turner kicks to Napier.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And it's Chalmers that time on the assist by Davis. 6 points for Fresh.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Napier. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut back down to 13 with the basket coming from Collins. For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Chalmers dishes to McLemore. Pass to Davis. And there's the feed to Ennis. 6 on the shot clock. Aminu grabs the miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Dishes to Ennis. Davis setting the pick for Ennis. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Right, the pass to Chalmers. Goes up the baseline, and the shot goes in. Chalmers has got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. And you look at Collins, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Now here's Turner. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Napier. Portland no good that time either.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
And McLemore kicks to Chalmers. McLemore with the ball. He's against Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Ennis. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Davis is checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Conley's checked in. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Collins, a screen on Conley. Here's Napier. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. He's got 6.
Solid pick to create that opening. The soft touch on the jumper.
Now McLemore. 5 points in the game. He was all alone on that one. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. And Mike Conley Jr., you know, you talk about being bred for success. Remember, his dad was a gold medalist in the triple jump. And you can just see that athleticism in his game. Super quick and elusive out on the floor.
4 on the clock. Here's Napier. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ennis. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
One shot.
And with Conley's athleticism and his handle, tough to keep him out of the lane.
And if you go under on that pick, he can hurt you from deep. This guy really the complete package, arguably the most underrated point guard in our league.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Ennis. Trailblazers trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Aminu kicks to Napier. Drills it from outside. Napier's got 9 points.
He is really deadly from the perimeter. Even though he didn't make one in the first quarter, you still have to keep an eye on him.
Conley dishes to Davis. To the wing on the left. Ennis kicks to Davis. Tries to keep it alive. The Trailblazers have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts. A lot of misses. No good on that one.
Turner, he's so valuable to this team. He's a guy who can play multiple positions. He can score, rebound, he can pass as well.
Good on the second free throw. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. And here's McLemore. He has 5. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. It's stolen by Ennis. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So on the floor for Memphis, Brandon Wright is out there with Ennis. Then it's Conley, then it's McLemore, and it's Davis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Wright. McLemore, the pass to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Got a hand on it. And Aminu kicks to Napier. That one rolling around and rims out. Memphis leading by 12. McLemore with the ball. There's the dish to Wright. Now here's Conley, and it's blocked. Here's Aminu. That one falls. Now a timeout called by Memphis. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And Al-Farouq Aminu, one of the league's great value contracts, signed through 2019 for around $7 million a season.
Yeah, and in this era, starting players command twice that at least. That helps with ballooning payroll. I mean, and Aminu's happy. Getting consistent minutes important.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Collins. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Amini. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Damian Lillard in for Shabazz Napier. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Fizdale talking to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Now here's Conley, following the shot by Ed Davis. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gasol, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Lillard a screen on Evans. And Lillard kicks to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Lillard. And McCollum now atop the key. Just 5 on the clock. Shot off the pick. Good on the jump shot.
And the basketball IQ of McCollum, it's impressive. He excels at using screens to get space to shoot.
Memphis leading by 10. Here's Evans. Parsons outside. Conley kicks to Parsons. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Evans against McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Rejected by Gasol. Conley against Lillard. On the wing, Evans. Green dishes to Conley. McCollum with the ball. Evans picks him up. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from McCollum. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Now here is Conley. Here's Evans. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight break to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Shooting 2.
Throw good. Tyreek Evans.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
And both free throws good for Evans. Trailblazers trail by 10. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Without question, Tyreek Evans displaying his skills today.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
Here's Lillard. He kicks to Harkless. But they get it back.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off for them.
And it's Lillard missing.
You can't fault him for taking the 3 when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
And Evans throws it down.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
Back to Parsons. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough. to keep him out of rhythm.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's Davis, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
Now Conley. Parsons outside. Passes it to Green. Memphis moving it around. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Conley. Outside Gasol. Lillard against Conley. Gasol kicks to Parsons. Back to Gasol. Lock at 6. Parsons on the wing. And Parsons slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. Davis with a screen on Conley. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. To the inside. Here's Davis. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Knocked loose. Stolen by McCollum. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Trailblazers trail by 9. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. There's the pick. Davis with a screen on Conley. Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. Here's Davis. And that one comes up a bit short.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Gasol dishes to Conley. Back to Gasol. Here's Parsons. And finished off by Parsons.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now here's Harkless. Feeds it to McCollum. There's the triple. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
You got to appreciate the sharp shooting of McCollum. When he's squared up from deep, you feel like it's going in every time.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And here is Conley. Green, the screen. And it's Conley penetrating. And yes, it's good.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Harkless. It's stolen by Green. Davis with the bucket.
You could never have enough offense in the low post.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Conley against Lillard. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's McCollum in the corner. No good on the 3. And for Memphis, they're shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Good. 14 points for Conley.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. He dishes it to Lillard. Pass to Davis. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Look at Lillard share the ball. A good distributor who wants to set up his teammates.
And that one falls for Davis. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Gasol a screen. Evans kicks to Gasol. To the middle, Harkless with the steal. And now Portland on the break. It's rebounded by Memphis. Parsons got 6 rebounds now in the game. Evans dishes to Green. Kicks to Conley. Offside Gasol. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Lillard against Conley. Nurkic a screen on Conley. Off the screen. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Davis.
No, this guy, his motor is always the same. No matter what the score of the game is, he always remains aggressive.
Conley kicks to Gasol. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's McCollum off the drive. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 8 now on the night. Lillard against Conley. Gasol on the high post. And finished off by Gasol.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
Hey, Kev, I love the play, but you know what? Anyone at this level can throw it down on you if you hand it to him on a silver platter.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Screen by Nurkic. And it's McCollum off the drive. Back to Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
McCollum is always aware. Fantastic skipping the ball over to the open man.
Conley with it. Green, the screen. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Kicks it out to Parsons. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim. And Leonard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
The free throw drops for Lillard.
When the score is close, you want this guy in the line.
Parsons passes to Conley. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. .110 left to play in the final quarter. They set the pick. Evans with it. Now defended by McCollum. Gasol a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Conley.
It's great to see Leonard working on his defense. A part of his game that he's going to tighten up on.
Conley's shot is off. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning in to. Big moments.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him? The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Here's Evans. On the pass to Gasol. They can't stop the run with that one. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Connects from downtown.
And Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're down by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Outside Conley. Connects! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.